So thank you for joining this webinar. We are going to learn about how to build your client database, and the strategy is this system that I've been using. I've been using it for the last 15, 20 years, and it works whether you're a small business owner or a mid-size or a large business owner. The strategy is pretty much the same. So I want to say thank you to the broker of record, Pat Japdan from United Realty of Canada, for making this webinar series possible and endorsing this webinar and supporting us to host this webinar. Thank you, Pat. So a little bit about myself. My name is Jerry Cabral, and I'm one of the digital marketing strategists. And if you want to reach out to me, the best way to reach out to me is 647-854-3224. 647-854-3224. This will be the best way to reach out to me. And again, today we are going to be talking about how to build your database. And the goal is for you to really become a master of lead generation, because that's the intent. And my question to you is, would you be interested in a program that generates leads that pays you? Would you be interested in a program that generates leads that pays you? A little bit about my background is that my goal is really sincerely is to help you get results with my skills, and as your strategic advisor, that's my goal, is to really help you get the results. I have over 15 years of experience in international sales and marketing, and 10 years in software development and business consulting. And you can see from the list below all of the different companies that have hired me to do consulting work for them. This is my Facebook profile. As you can see, I have over 4,400 people following me on Facebook. And this is my LinkedIn profile. I have over 18,000 people following me on LinkedIn and connecting with me. So today, the most important thing I want you to understand is that the coronavirus has pretty much changed everything, okay, and has changed the life of business forever. So what we must do in this time is that we must adapt, we must adjust, we must work smart, and we must work more online. So these are the most important thing. And one of the other thing I want everybody to understand who is on the call today is stop wasting time. Stop wasting time and take action. So what do I mean by stop wasting time? Stop watching TV. Stop watching all the bad and negative news out there. What you want to do is that you want to start reading, start focusing on really what you want to do. Start learning. Use this time to learn. Use this time to do prospecting. Use this time as an administrative way of serving your clients and contacting your clients. Because what you want to be is that you want to show up as a leader to your community, to your family, to your clients, to your buyers, investors. So this is what we must do. So another important thing is, as part of our program, is that, as you're learning to build your database, guess what you're going to do? That you're going to be saving a lot of money. You're going to be saving a lot of time, because you're going to start making use of the smart people, the smart programs or bots. Another strategy is, by reading, speed reading, how you can save time by reading fast. Okay, leverage your talent by building a team or by working with a team. And then most importantly, focus is very important in doing your campaigns and targeting your campaigns. This way you're going to be more happy, you're going to have fun, and you're going to love enjoying what you're doing, which will result in more calls, more clients, and more revenue for you. This is our lead generating system. And of course, we are not going to go into all of it in detail, but what I want you to understand is that the black box is what we are going to be focusing on in this training program over the next 5 to 6 weeks. And what is going to be covered in this training program over the next 5 weeks is, all of these items, for building a database and all of the other supporting components that you will learn. And of course, I'm going to give you this information more later on, because the focus is more about, showing you how to build the database. And our classes are going to be every Friday at 2 o'clock, and every Friday at 2 o'clock for about 30 minutes. And then, we'll also have one-on-one private coaching so that we can do the custom database design for you. And of course, we are also going to have lots of other boot camps and conferences and seminars on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We always have our seminars. Like tonight, we have a strategy seminar at 8 p.m. in the evening. One of the CGA and CPA is going to be talking about how to take advantage of the government program. So the important thing is that a lot of the agents and clients have asked me, does this system really works? And my question is, without a shadow of doubt, yes, the lead generating system works. And in 35 days, if you apply it, in the next 35 days, you will become a master and your business will grow exponentially. The important thing is that, are you willing to take the action? Okay, and what I do is that I work with all of my clients, realtors, brokers, and my goal is basically to help you grow your business 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times. So everybody who's part of this call, I want you to understand, you have to make sure that you have already written up a goal, and the goal should be, do you want to do 20 deals? Do you want to do 50 deals, or do you want to do 100 deals this year? Because you need to set that goal, whether it is 20 deals, option A, B, or C, right? Now you cannot go to option B if you have not done option A. Okay, and you cannot go to option C if you have not done option B or A, right? So again, it has to be done gradually. But like I said, everybody must have a goal, and everybody must have at least a minimum goal of doing 20 deals this year in 2020. And for those who are on the call who are not realtors or who are not in the finance industry but are in other businesses, right? Then set a goal, like for example, option A is 200,000, or option B is 500,000, or option C is $1 million. But you must set these goals of option A, B, or C. Okay. Another important point to notice is that right now there are 5.1 billion people on the universe, or on this earth, basically having cell phones. 5.1 billion people. Okay, so if you want to reach out to somebody, the best way to reach out to them is on their mobile devices. So imagine 5.1 billion. And the reason is that why do you reach out to these people is because they have the mobile phone, and you can reach out to them with an instant messaging. They can interact with you and you can reach them instantaneously. So that's the reason why you need to emphasize and focus on your marketing on mobile devices. And here is another important stat that you want to understand, is that when you send somebody a text message, or when you send somebody a message for anything on their mobile devices, within 5 minutes they are going to respond back to you within 5 minutes. And that's pretty awesome. And this was actually a stat given to me by Bell. Here is our lead generating system and database system. Now, I know it looks very complicated, but the bottom line, what I want you to understand is that through this training program, you will learn exactly how to do this yourself. And I'm going to work with you, because from point 1 all the way to point 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, it's a 7-step process, right? But if you follow this process, you can make it happen. Okay, and it's pretty straightforward. It's not complicated. It looks complicated on the chart. Okay, so when we are building a database, okay, this is the most important thing that I'm telling everybody. When you build a database, whether you have 50 names, 200 names, or 1,000 names, it doesn't matter, or even 10,000, or like I'm looking at, some of the big companies, they have databases of 50,000 or 100,000. It does not really matter. The most important thing is that how do you use your database to reach to your clients, okay? And the goal is basically for you, as you're working with us, is that I'm going to show you how to build this database. Okay, and now of course we all start with the basic of 50 people in a database, and then we grow it. Okay, now how do you start this database? Very simple. You start this database with the first step, which is an Excel spreadsheet or a text file. Okay, I will work with you one-on-one to create this database. Okay, and then we will integrate this database with your ads or video ads, and then those video ads are going to be then shown on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, okay, text, texting on mobile devices, WhatsApp, or Telegram. Okay. So the important thing is building a database. And when you're building a database, as you can see over here, the database is basically what? Basically, a database is basically a structure of names, columns, and rows, right? So you have first name, last name, email address, phone number, status, notes. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. Okay. The most important thing, if your database is big, equals more deals, more dollars. The bigger your database, the more deals you will have, the more dollars you will make. Okay, and now this database, like I said again, you have to send messages to this database, whether it is video ads, whether it is display ads. Okay, and then these people are going to engage with these ads and they're going to respond to you. When they respond to you, that's where you're going to have a high conversion. Now, the database that I'm talking about building with you is basically a hot database or warm database, because that is going to give you the best conversions, okay, from 20 to 60% conversion. And clients will buy or sell with you in the next 30, 60, or 90 days. And in fact, this is the best time right now, because everybody's sitting at home. You can actually build this database sitting at home right now. And I'm going to give you step-by-step procedures and statements on how you can do this yourself. And I'll work with you. Okay. So when it comes to building a database, like I said in the previous slide, that we have to have the video ads or display ads. Okay, so when we have the video ads or display ads, here is a sample of a video, a display ad that we created for one of our agent, Hital Mehta. Basically, all he's doing is that the display ad is saying GTA Toronto Real Estate Helpline, call us, we can help you. And then there is a call to action, simple as that. Or if people want to call him, they will press the call button and call him directly. This is a display ad where the agent or you are actually engaging with your client and it's linked to your database. Okay. Here is another example of an ad, okay, where you're actually giving your client in your database or in your social media basically an opportunity to give them value of some nothing related to real estate. Okay, but you could be the realtor who is sponsoring this ad, okay, and sending it to your clients, because right now your clients are also the same way as everybody else, sitting at home and doing nothing, right? So maybe you can give them something of value, and this is another seminar that we are hosting, that you could actually send it out to your clients as a value for free, right? And you can put your branding on it, right? So that way they will get engaged. So this is another way of engaging your database, with your branding or with your name. Here is another ad, display ad, so basically here the display ad is very simple, straightforward. Your dream home is waiting for you. Call now, register now, saving you 100,000 to 200,000. Now, of course, this ad was created before, the virus situation happened. Um, Before the virus situation happened. But irrespective, this ad can still be used today. Why? Because there is going to be a lots of opportunities in the market right now for buyers, where they could potentially get good deals. Here is another display ad, and I deliberately put this ad here. This is of another nutrition company ad, where they are talking about boosting your immune system, right? So they have created an ad about the immune system. They have created this ad about the immune system, and what they have done is that in this ad they have actually put a video, and then when they click on the register now button, okay, then they will collect the information of the client with the registration. Now this is another way of engaging with your client also, where you can have a video in your display, in your ad. So when it comes over here is that I just want to show you an example. So in the previous example, you can see over here in this example, this is the display ad that we created for this client. And you can see that client's ad over here is, I'm going to show you, just hang on. I'm going to need to annotate. So this client over here, Patrick, he is the client of the nutrition ad. So you can see his ad was already displayed and there were like 15 unique visits, and then that 15 unique visits had generated 5 leads for him. Okay, and that's a 33% conversion. Now what he is doing is that this 33% conversion is high is because he sent it out to his database. Okay, and these are the people who clicked right away and said they're interested in this product. Okay, so this is again a part of the system where we are able to also track the database performance, because we want to make sure that the database that you're building is of high value and it's hot and warm, right? And the more people that are engaging in your database, that will tell you, how close you are in building the right database. Is your database on track or off track? Here is another ad. Um, Here is the other slide I wanted to show you. So here is the site of United Realty, and United Realty also, what they've done is that they're using the same system that I'm showing you, okay, where they have actually sent out this to 100 of their clients, and out of the 100 of the clients, you can see 9 of the clients have actually registered. So it's pretty straightforward conversion of 9%. Okay, so when I say the conversion, what that means is that the ad was sent to over 100 people, and out of the 100 people, 9 people registered, with the level of interest in their messaging. And you can see here are the names of the people. So here is the sample database file that, and again, everybody who's on this call, I will make sure that you guys get a sample of this database file. And this sample of this database file, is created in a simple Excel format, and you can add more columns to it, right? So the whole idea is, you have the date, you have the first name, you have the last name, the email address, the phone, the type, the status, the notes, and the source, right? And the goal is basically, the goal should be for you to add every day at least 3 names. Okay, that's the goal. What I want you to do is that every day, make it a priority right now in your to-do list, that every day you're going to add 3 names to this database. Okay, and you do it 20 times in a month. So why 20 times in a month is because, Saturday, Sunday you don't work, but Monday through Friday you're going to work, and every day you're going to put 3 names. So if you do this consistently, guess what? At the end of the month, you'll have 60 names in your database. At the end of the second month, you'll have 120 names. At the end of the third month, you'll have 180 names. Guess what? In 3 months, if you have done this the right way, you are guaranteed that you will close at least 1 or 2 or 3 deals. You will, definitely. Why? Because this is a hot database. This is a warm database of your clients that you're working with, right? So if you do this consistently over a period of 5 to 6 months, now you got a database of close to like 300 to 400 names. Okay, now you have definitely in the 6 months closed like anywhere from 2 deals to 4 deals to 6 deals. Not bad. Okay, but the most important thing is that if you work this properly, your conversion ratio will be very high, because we are building a database which is a hot database. So what I wanted to do right now is that I wanted to go and actually show you exactly what we want to do. Is that I'm going to show you the actual database file, share with you the database file. So this is actually the live database file. Okay, so this file, like you see, is a regular Excel spreadsheet. You can add more columns to it. I put a filter on the top, and then the good thing is that in this type, so let's say if you have 100 names, if you have 100 names here, so this is a buyer, this is a seller, this is an investor. Okay, so if you have 100 names in here, right, and if you want to identify who are all your buyers, all you have to do is go to this filter, okay, and select only the buyers. Okay, and this is nothing. This is very simple. This is using Excel. So you will be able to see all the names who are buyers, right? If you want to see all the investors, buyers and investors, you can click on it and then select all the buyers or investors. Okay, and this is a simple basic functionality of Excel. I'm not doing anything brand new. Okay, so but the important thing is that you need to learn to use this yourself, and then basically this Excel spreadsheet, once you have created this Excel spreadsheet, then what we do is that we take this Excel spreadsheet and we load it into a database. Now that database could be on MailChimp, or could be on Constant Contact, or could be anything else, right? But I prefer to using MailChimp and Constant Contact. MailChimp is my preferences because MailChimp is free, right? And you can add up to 2,000 names on MailChimp for free. It's not bad. Okay, with Constant Contact, which is also very good, but their basic minimum package is at least $25 a month. So either you use MailChimp or you use Constant Contact. I highly recommend you that you start building your database using this Excel spreadsheet. And the people who are on this call, I will make sure that you get a copy of this Excel spreadsheet if you want it, and then you can start adding your leads to it, or start building your database with it. Then what I want to do is that I want to quickly change gears and then show you, um, like for example, tonight's event. Tonight's event is basically everybody that registered tonight, okay, for this afternoon's webinar. So you can see here is the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so I myself am using the same system, to host this meeting with you. Okay, so you can see here all the names of the people that registered today for the webinar, and everybody from this list was then added to our webinar list. Okay, so that way through the webinar database now I can communicate with you for the next upcoming events related to database marketing and building your database. So this is, again, like I said, I myself, I'm showing you how I'm using it myself to grow the business. Here is, I want to go quickly to another slide. Here is another landing page. This is a landing page that is actually created by United Realty. And this landing page you can see here is Learn to Buy Toronto Condos for Profit. Right now, this landing page that has been built, guess what? It's been built, which is part of the marketing system, and it is linked to their lead generation form. And if you click over here, it'll take them directly to their lead generation form. This is the lead generation form. This lead generation form is now connected to the database. So the important thing is that all the campaigns that we are going to work with are going to be linked to your database. And guess who controls this database? You. Okay, you control the database because it's your marketing ad. And this marketing ad, you can create it yourself. I'll teach you how you can create this marketing ad yourself. There are lots of marketing ads that you can create. Okay, here is the example of Heathal, where he's using this as a call to action, communicating with his clients right now, saying, if they need any real estate help, to call him. Okay, and this is the contact form. So, and in this contact form, what he is doing is that I'm going to refresh this contact form. So in this contact form, he has also put in a field for question. So if his client has a question, they can actually enter it. So I'm just going to do a real test right now. And test, is this a good time to buy? Okay, so they can put a question, whatever it is, and hit submit. So the minute they hit submit, what happens is that this information will go directly to the real estate agent, and then the real estate agent will receive this information in their email. And then once they receive it in the email, then they can contact their client right away. Okay, so that's again another sample that I wanted to show you. And here is the ad. Here is the ad that I was just now showing you, where you could actually, this is on my live Facebook feed. And on my live Facebook feed right now, you can see Learn to Speed Read, Grow Your Brain by Doug Gray, and then there is a call to action. If they click on this, basically it goes to the constant contact landing page where there is a call to action for the clients to register. Okay, so you could actually build this ad in such a way with your branding on it. So this way now you're sending it to your clients and you're giving them value. Has nothing to do with, you're trying to sell them something. You're actually going to give them value. And the clients are going to remember you is because you're the one who actually remembered them and gave them something of value. So that when we go through this crisis right now that we are facing, in 3 months or 2 months, whenever this finishes, guess what? These clients are going to be contacting you, right? But in the meantime, guess what? You have already collected their information and you kind of are understanding what they're interested in, right? Or maybe it could be an ad related to homes or condos. I don't know, right? But the key is to create your ads. Okay, here is another ad that we have created where you could be actually doing the same thing for your clients. How to get money from the government for 2020 COVID-19 crisis by the CPA CGA, right? And he's going to be answering a lot of the questions. So you could actually create this type of a content with your branding on it. Okay, so that way now the clients will say, oh, he's giving me value, right? He's, if they have any questions, they can contact you because there is your link for contacting you. So the most important thing again is to basically create your ads, create your ads, create your content and videos that are actually linked to your database, because the more your clients communicate with you through your database, the better is your chances of growing your database and making it better. Here is, I wanted to show you here is the ad of the nutrition company. So what the nutrition company has done is, okay, so this database that we have is that, like I said, this database, the bigger the database, the more deals or more dollars you're going to generate, right? And whether it is 10 deals or 20 deals, right? Those deals are going to come from your database. Nowhere else it is going to be coming from your database. So whether you have set your goal of 10 deals or 20 deals or 100 deals, all of those deals are going to come only from one location, your database, period. Okay, nobody else. Okay, whether that lead comes to you from your friends, family, social media, it does not matter. All of that goes in one central location, and then from that central location you are able to effectively manage your clients, set your clients expectation, communicate with them, and move forward. So so this is a little bit about what we have done. And uh, and again, like I said, start building up your database with your Excel spreadsheet. I will help you to build your Excel spreadsheet one by one. And then once this Excel spreadsheet is ready, then we load it to MailChimp. And then once we load it to MailChimp for constant contact, then we link it to your display ads, your social media ads, and then and also to your WhatsApp. Okay, and also to Telegram for some of you who are using Telegram. And then now your clients will start interacting with you. I know there are a lot of people who are using Telegram. There are a lot of people who are using WhatsApp. Okay. Guess what all the people are doing right now? When you send them a message, what are they going to do? They will reply back to you. Okay. But when they reply back to you, you want to make sure that it goes into your database, that communication. Okay. So you can reply back to them and communicate with them. So, and this is where, because of the interaction, you're now building a database that is interactive. Okay. And that's the power of what we are doing with the building the database. Like I said, it's one step at a time. And again, as part of the training that we are going to work with you is that this is a 5-week training program that we are doing. And then this training program will be held every Friday at 2 o'clock. And we are going to do group trainings, and also we are going to have one-on-one custom training program for you so that we can create some custom ads for you at the same time. The typical cost of this program is, normally the retail price is $2,500 to $10,000. And what I've done is that during this special promotion, we are doing it only for $500 for the 5 weeks or 6 weeks or even 7 weeks if you need extra time to build your database. But really, if you're really serious, then you can actually build this database in like 7 days flat. Okay, and then you can improve it and make it better. And for those of you, if you want United Realty of Canada to sponsor you, you can then contact urock365.com, and they can sponsor you and give you the training through United Realty. I wanted to know, we are pretty much done. We have a little bit of extra time for questions. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to open up this for questions and allow everybody to ask me. So I've opened up the microphone. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. Ethel, do you have any questions?
Actually, how to create the ads, like increasing the database? How to get more numbers and email addresses?
Okay, so the best way to, that's an excellent question. And like I said, the best way is basically, creating an ad, and the ad can be created in a PowerPoint, or you can use Paint, and I can show you how to create that. It's very simple ads that you can create. And then basically these ads, once you create these ads, then we can link it to your landing page. Okay. And your landing page, as part of the training program, will already be created. So all you need to do is that come up with some creative ads, right? And we will help you how to create these creative ads. That's not a problem, because there are lots of ideas right now, right?
So I can contact you for those ideas, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And that's the beautiful thing, is that, now that we are using Zoom, we can have one-on-one conversation, because sometimes you want to keep your ads confidential, right?
Right.
You want to keep your ads confidential, so that way is that if your ads are well, you're a realtor, you don't want your ads to be confidential, you want to share with everybody, because you have not. So this database that we have is that, like I said, this database, the bigger the database, the more deals or more dollars you're going to generate, right? And whether it is 10 deals or 20 deals, right, those deals are going to come from your database. Nowhere else. It is going to be coming from your database. So whether you have set your goal of 10 deals or 20 deals or 100 deals, all of those deals are going to come only from one location, your database, period. Okay, nobody else. Okay, whether that lead comes to you from your friends, family, social media, it does not matter. All of that goes in one central location, and then from that central location, you're able to effectively manage your clients, set your clients' expectation, communicate with them, and move forward. So this is a little bit about what we have done. And again, like I said, start building up your database with your Excel spreadsheet. I will help you to build your Excel spreadsheet one by one. And then once this Excel spreadsheet is ready, then we load it to MailChimp. And then once we load it to MailChimp for constant contact, then we link it to your display ads, your social media ads, and then and also to your WhatsApp. Okay, and also to Telegram for some of you who are using Telegram. And then now your clients will start interacting with you. I know there are a lot of people who are using Telegram. There are a lot of people who are using WhatsApp. Okay, guess what? All the people are doing right now. When you send them a message, what are they going to do? They will reply back to you. Okay, but when they reply back to you, you want to make sure that it goes into your database, that communication. Okay, so you can reply back to them and communicate with them. So, and this is where, because of the interaction, you're now building a database that is interactive. Okay. And that's the power of what we are doing with the building the database. Like I said, it's one step at a time. And again, as part of the training that we are going to work with you, is that this is a 5-week training program that we are doing. And then this training program will be held every Friday at 2 o'clock. And we are going to do group trainings, and also we are going to have one-on-one custom training program for you, so that we can create some custom ads for you at the same time. The typical cost of this program is, normally the retail price is $2,500 to $10,000. And what I've done is that during this special promotion, we are doing it only for $500 for the 5 weeks or 6 weeks or even 7 weeks if you need extra time to build your database. But really, if you're really serious, then you can actually build this database in like 7 days flat. Okay, and then you can improve it and make it better. And for those of you, if you want United Realty of Canada to sponsor you, you can then contact urock365.com, and they can sponsor you and give you the training through United Realty. I wanted to know, we are pretty much done. We have a little bit of extra time for questions. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to open up this for questions and allow everybody to ask me. So I've opened up the microphone. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. Ethel, do you have any questions? On
Actually, how to create the ads, like increasing the database? How to get more numbers and email addresses?
Okay, so the best way to, that's an excellent question. And like I said, the best way is basically, creating an ad, and the ad can be created in PowerPoint, or you can use Paint, and I can show you how to create that. It's very simple ads that you can create. And then basically these ads, once you create these ads, then we can link it to your landing page. Okay. And your landing page, as part of the training program, will already be created. So all you need to do is that come up with some creative ads, right? And we will help you how to